see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. We're set for football, and we are underway in Southern California. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Fouts. Buying time to his left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing his Fouts. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fouts to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fouts. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Fouts. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll go with the keeper, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Escaping the pressure right. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 37. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up third.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gates with a grab. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Fouts. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Gates for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
On 1st down, Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a shot their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fouts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing is Fouts. He's got his man, Gates. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now Fouts. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, he's certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fouts. And this is caught by Gates for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Fouts to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. For a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of where you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw is Fouts. Able to find Winslow on the left side, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed. Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size. They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Underneath to Allen. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown. Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback? It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off. It'll be brought back to the 22. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it? It does, and you wonder about their strategy because you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. Steps away. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good, long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again to Tomlinson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Tomlinson. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running. Tomlinson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter.